EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Mayfield finding Beckham. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. He'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Broncos 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Motion. You're wild now. 18's the mic. Go. Mike 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
A quick throw by Bridgewater. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. I'll get him.
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
4-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
4 yards.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
You'll get nothing and like
And
it.
he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. For a successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
Bridgewater. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Get wild. Quick dash. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Sacked there by... Jadeveon Clowney.
Tackled back at the 26-yard line.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Mike 20. Danny.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Broncos, nothing.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
Hey, Mike 20. Move. Mike 20.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 33. And the return will stop right around the 25.
First and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Goes 26-yard line.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
To Odell Beckham.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
At the 7-yard line.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Browns 21, Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
At the 15-yard line.
Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Mike 20. Mike 20. If you don't get this ball, you think you gonna get this? Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20.
Bridgewater now. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This is the tight end fan. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
At the 31-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
Find out. Mike 18, Mike 18. Hey, get away. Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Bridgewater on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. And I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 3-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns continue to roll. Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Broncos, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're going to.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
"13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Following the interception, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And I think the Broncos have it. They do. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Check, Delta.
Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That's good.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
2nd down at 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Defense wins championships, baby.
Gordon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down by John Johnson. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
45, Mike, 45. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Get wild now.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together. Mike 18, Mike 18.
Here's Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover, because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. From the 6. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Switch gears.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mike 18. Delta. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I'm coming. 45.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Find out. Check 45 the body. Here we go.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bridgewater again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And my goodness, another interception. John Johnson with the INT. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, we got 4 down. Point it right. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Regular.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Jim.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Get wide now.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Right here, right here.
Desperation time. Fourth down. Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this Browns defense stands tall. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation.
The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield now from the 50. Steps away. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Watch the whip.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
2 yards.
That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
Mayfield to throw it. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's to the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because it certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And that'll bring up second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Delta.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over.